the Greg Gutfeld Show, and we're happy to have him on tonight. Weirdly, in curious media today, about some of these allegations, some of them weren't proven. That's true. Some of them seem like pretty good leads. Why is no one following up?
Yeah, in fact, even if this stuff washes out, I don't see the problem in actually letting the process unfold. I mean, we were kind of at the mercy of a 4-year process, and we were pretty patient. So if we gave you 4 years to undermine the democracy, i.e. an elected president, maybe give us 4 weeks. And I think that's what this story is really about for the voters. It's not just about voter fraud. It's about the trust in a system that was undermined by the Democrats and the media for 4 years. They had the collusion hoax that they basically pummeled us with every day. Then they damned the candidate as like a version of Darth Vader and Hitler combined into one package. And we forget, like they sowed suspicion that he would manipulate the election using the Postal Service, which of course that kind of just disappeared. So no matter what, people have a right, this is what bugs me, people have a right to be suspicious right now because they've been treated like crap for 4 years. So don't ridicule the viewer, don't look down upon them because you think that this is absurd and stupid, all right? Because you got to get in their shoes first and realize that they thought what you were doing for 4 years was a damn waste of their time, that you made their lives miserable. And so, you know what? I'm small enough to admit that I want to make your life miserable for a couple of weeks. Just a couple of weeks, that's all. Let's do this, see how it goes. Because this, my friends, was a different election. This wasn't Bush Gore. This wasn't Romney Obama. This wasn't even Reagan and that other guy. It wasn't Democrats versus Republicans. This was a movement versus a resistance to a movement. And what was part of that resistance? You had media. You had tech platforms. You had the entertainment industry. You had the elite class, academia. They were all working together as part of a resistance against a movement against 70+ million people. And you think that maybe we might think you'd throw an election because you hate this guy so much. You think he's Hitler. Hell, we got rid of Gaddafi for less because we think Trump is worse than Hitler. Why wouldn't we? I mean, my God, we've undermined elections in other countries for less. So why can't we be a little skeptical? And the fact is, everybody hated this guy for 4 years. Why wouldn't they do it? So that's my thing. No, you nailed it, right? It's almost kind of right now. Let's see how this process goes. Let's see what the evidence is. But I'm not going to take anybody seriously about being impatient over this.
Well, let me ask you a question since you're in the media. Why wouldn't people who are smart enough to have paying jobs in the news media, not that it takes a super high IQ or anything, but why wouldn't they understand that the center of their job is credibility? So if you think the country's too volatile, I think all of us do think that. I certainly think that's way too volatile. It's unhealthy. Why wouldn't you do all you can to assuage people's fears by giving them facts as credibly as you possibly could? I don't see anybody trying to do that.
No, I guess maybe they feel they don't have to, because they all are. They're instead of speaking truth to power, they're speaking truth to the bubble. It's not like their peers are expecting them to do it. Now, the viewers would expect you to do it. Like, maybe do a special on what is election fraud. Does it exist? Where has it happened before? And what can we look forward to in the future if we have mail-in ballots or electronic ballots? That's something that, reporters and investigative journalists could do. But no one's putting any... They're going to go into hibernation again, Tucker, for 4 years. They did a lot of work writing those Trump jokes. And now they don't want to do the work. All they want to do is say, hey, come on, it's Joe. Everything's going to be fine. Now I can finally get to sleep. No more Trump tweets. I can finally sleep. Never mind that there are no body bags coming home from foreign wars. We had a tremendous economy, low unemployment. He invented the moonshot for vaccines, which years from now will be looked back upon as probably one of the biggest modern achievements. All things are happening, but that's all canceled out because I was up at night, angry hates us over these tweets. So that's where the media allowed Trump to get to them emotionally. And I'm saying that as part of the media. I let him get to me emotionally early on when he was running. I was like, I couldn't believe this guy. And then I learned to separate the deeds from the words. And once you do that, you see something pretty special, a phenomenon.
That's right. Greg Gutfeld, great to see you. Thank you for that.